This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my review of The Acolyte, episode 4, titled Day. And overall, this goes back to kind of what episodes 1 and 2 were like. I generally felt nothing besides a few moments of annoyance, and there is a potentially canon-breaking event at the end of this, unless they have a very, and I mean very good explanation. And through this episode, really, it just felt like things are moving really slow. It says it's 34 minutes when looking at the runtime, but honestly, I felt like it was like 15, maybe 20 minutes at the most. And honestly, the ending is that could be destroying everything, where we see it's no vision or hallucination or anything, where, like some people were guessing, where the Sith Lord attacks them, but he just straight up goes and attacks the Jedi. He has a red lightsaber which identifies him as a Sith, and since Qui-Gon was easily able to identify him all by having a red lightsaber and fighting the Jedi arts, if any of these people make it out, and we know some people will make it out for at least a few episodes, since not only do they want to make a season 2 of this, but we're also on episode 4 of 8, so there is no way for them to actually go and kill everyone off in this. So we know that at least some Jedi will make it out and know of a Sith, which, if we take a look at episode 1, we know the Sith have been gone for a millennium. A millennium, if you didn't know numbers, is 1,000 years. And of course, I say, if you know numbers, it seems that, again, unless they have an extraordinarily good explanation, it seems that the people behind the show doesn't know millennium is 1,000 years and think it's only 100. But looking past that fact for now, we could go and take a look at just the rest of the episode. Honestly, nothing happened with Kalnaka. You never got to see anything from him. And honestly, I would love to see something from him, but you just find him dead. And that's supposed to, build up the tension, but really doesn't do anything. I would much rather seen a fight scene with him. It also seems that most likely the guy that had the shop and that went with May is the Sith Lord. Either that or the Sith Lord has been trailing her the entire time to make sure that she's doing her job, but at that point, how do you know so quickly that she turned on him? And just going on to the rest of the things, I think that May having this complete turn so quickly, I feel like it needed a better explanation. Here she's just like, oh, my sister's alive, so I'm not going to devote myself to a Sith Lord and tell the Jedi everything. And that just makes things even worse to what's going on forward. And if we just see May redeemed just for, no reason after she still murdered 2 Jedi and was planning on doing a lot worse, I think it's going to make things even worse. I feel like we're probably going to have a reveal next week of what happened. And who knows, we might have the twist everyone wanted from the sequels, where the good guy turns evil and the bad guy turns good. Really not really sure, but we'll see what happens next week and continue on with the rest of this episode. I really hated how just political this small group of Jedi were, and them not wanting the Republic to learn any problems they had, and even refusing to tell the High Council about this. It just feels like something Jedi would not do. There's also the fact that the Jedi have to become extremely dogmatic within the next 100 years, and then withholding information from the Council is the complete opposite of that. And just looking at the rest of it, nothing really happened in this episode. It feels like, generally, besides May having a change of heart and Osha being convinced to come with them, this episode could have just been combined with the next one, and those two scenes could have been put in there alongside the battle with the Sith, and this could have been one episode shorter. But man, honestly, this is not as bad as last week's from what I felt. And I kind of just felt indifference to this one. No real joy, but no real anger besides a few moments which I have mentioned. And I really want them to have a good explanation for them seeing the Sith. But honestly, what do you think? Who do you think is the Sith Lord? And are you still looking forward to the show? So honestly, I'm really not. I honestly really don't want to do recaps. Again, there's a poll on the community tab right now about that. And the only way I'll be making recaps is if the yeses win. So it's tied right now at 6 to 6. But again, please let me know what you think about this episode in the comments. I didn't really hate this one that much. I just really felt indifferent. I've had, at least some excitement to a lot of it with all the other shows, and at this point in Ahsoka, I believe we've seen Anakin, and I was really excited by that. And even though I think they all at least had partial flaws, they were all at least enjoyable. But this, it's honestly either been just kind of indifference from me or anger, and honestly, I have not been really looking forward to it. It's not incredible. Right now, I'd say overall, if I looked at a 10, I'd say it's probably like a 5 or a 6, but definitely has the potential to go down lower, and I don't really know what they could do to make it higher. I'm just glad that I at least turned the credits off fast enough, or I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention once the credits started rolling, but I know there's supposed to be that really terrible pop song that was released a few days ago. Can't remember if it was in this one because I just turned it off immediately, not listening to it. And it turns out that it's probably a bad thing I didn't, since the credits reveal that things just got even worse. Since the Jedi Master we see in the episode that is the same species as Kiadi-Mundi turns out to be Kiadi-Mundi, the exact guy who says the Sith have been extinct for a millennium. So, we're at a point now where the character who directly says the Sith have been extinct for a millennium is one of the people who came across the fact that the Sith could actually be back, and he speaks with such confidence that it makes things even worse. And I just decided to have a quick look and check. He was in his early 70s in the original continuity and lore from at least Legends from where he was born. So he's been made to be a lot older in this continuity. But yeah, honestly, that's kind of insane. And that just makes things even harder for them to explain, since literally the person who said there is zero chance the Sith could return stumbled across the fact that the Sith could have returned. So they just don't need a really, really, really good one. They need an incredible explanation because this has just gone from something that was pretty unbelievable to next to impossible to believe. So, yeah. Well, I just want to know what you think about this, though. Do you want to thank the people in the Thorskate Record Discord for checking that out because I had to look at what people were talking about as I exported this video, and I caught that in time for me to add this little section on to the end. So, yeah. Please let me know what you think. I think I'm going to go to bed soon because I haven't slept well for the last few days and I'm trying to get good night's sleep. So, I think that's all I want to talk about. And I'll see you in the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.